Hey guys, Veebat here with another V-Plays. Been out of town for a little bit, so sorry the video's kind of stalled out, but we're going to take out the VB-10. The VB-10 is a French Tier 7 premium aircraft that I've oftentimes described as the Super Mustang. Mostly because the shape of it kind of reminds me of a Mustang, because it has that like oil cooler underneath, and then on top of that it has a second engine behind the cockpit, which is what you see right there, the exhaust pipes. And actually we should be heading south, whoops. And yeah, it just reminds me of a Mustang, but it has the 650 cals and it has 420s, which means that you kind of get the best of both worlds here. So it's kind of like a Corsair and a Mustang firepower combined. But that means you get really good DPS, so if you can get these guns to lock in on something, it can shred stuff. There we go. Good hits. We're just going to power through though. Much like a Mustang, we just want to keep our speed up. Not the best altitude performance, but good burst speed. Come back around on this P40. There we go. Took a hot second for that to register, but we got him. Now let's head over here. Identify it as a target location. The enemy does have a P-38J specialized and a Spitfire, so there is the P-38. I'm going to go ahead and identify him as a key target. He is on the bomber, which is good for us. It means that he's distracted and we can just shred him. Can I get these guns on? There we go. Hit the boost cooler, the pneumatic controls. Shredding this air defense. There is a bomber over here. Man, target-rich environment. We're gonna have to deal with some flak here. We are running the gas-operated action, so we're getting a lot of firepower out all at one time. A little bit of crit and a little bit of fire chance gives us a lot of hitting potential. They're struggling to get the command center, but they picked up the airfield. The airfield is nice to have, but it's not 100% necessary. The 50 cals are really giving me a good potential for that 10% fire chance to take effect. And that's a P-51, so this will be trouble. Light fighters, light altitude fighters have the speed to maintain chase and the maneuverability to outmaneuver us, so. Good hits here. We have lit him on fire. We've damaged his wing. Let's go ahead and power through here, see if we can get some separation. Think he might have a taste for us. Nope, we've broken off. There's a Corsair. Good target. Good hit. We've gotten a crit there as well. Oh, wrong button, but that's alright. Coming back around on the Corsair. Locking these 20s on target. I said locking these 20s on target. There we go. Locked in. There's a lot of targets here. Mustang's the most dangerous, like we mentioned before. Again, really high fire chance. There is a multi-roll down here that is chasing my multi-roll. We managed to pick up the zone. Not sure what hit us there, but let's keep heading towards this military facility, see if we can help out by taking out some of these ground attackers. This thing definitely has the firepower to do that. We lost one of the two engines. Looks like it was the back one, but it is back up. Air supremacy achieved. Alright, there we go. Locking in, knocked out that target fairly easily. Again, the firepower, very substantial. And another target knocked out. Let's go ahead and get that altitude back. The enemy is definitely at our command center. I kind of want them to pick that up because right now we're not going to be getting a lot of points. Even though it seems like we're doing fairly well, though. Boost cooler, get some of that back. Altitude is key. You want to keep that energy up. What do we have over here? A lot of enemies inbound to the center. There's that P-51 Typhoon. Not too worried about the Corsair down there. Or that Corsair. Typhoon is a big threat.
Way to go! Victory is close.
Got his wing. We got good speed and energy though, so let's go ahead and blitz through. And now we'll turn. Guns back on and almost a head-on here. And we've knocked him out. I feel like there's a specialist player controlled heavy on my tail. No, he's on my buddy. Oh, he's on me. Oh, I think we might have rolled out of it, but it was going to be a ram most likely. So let's go ahead and throw out the GG here. Or can I type at all? Enter, GG. There we go. So, McGuire McCampbell picked up the M&Ms. So, 12,000, not too bad for a win-or-lose battle. Let's go ahead and go to the hangar. Since this is a French premium aircraft, that means that it's going to be part of the European line, which means that you can cross-train it to any nationality. If you're not familiar with what I'm referring to, I'll show you in a second, but I use this as a trainer for my Americans primarily, but if I ever want to change it, it's actually very cheap to do that. It only costs you 100,000 silver, and as you can see here, we're making more than that per game, even on this decent game. Not a great game, but definitely a decent game for me. We're looking at 13 kills, lots of damage put out there. We were able to take on bombers, attack aircraft, heavies. Multi-rolls were definitely in the target set. And you can just see how many fires we were able to light here, as well as critical hits because of the combination of guns that we're carrying. And we were able to take out just a nice smattering. Here, poor Elroy on the P-51 Alpha got lit on fire twice. We did manage to destroy four bombers and ground attackers, so 2 bombers, 2 ground attackers. That's kind of the role of this airframe, and we managed to pick up 520 capture points through destroying enemy aircraft. Again, a fairly substantial battle for us. I'll say that that's a good normal battle for this airframe. Not quite there with the equipment. It is specialized, so I have gone with a combination of boost mixture injection system. The name changes depending on the tier grouping, as well as a lightweight power unit to get a little bit more maneuverability out of it, giving us a 13-second turn time, which is actually going to be decent for a multi-roll, like a kind of a slow multi-roll turn rate, which is good for a heavy. Again, we've got this nice combination of guns, and with the gas-operated action bumps us up to 784 damage per second at a fairly decent range. Hey buddy, what's going on? So like I was saying, I'm going to go ahead and accept this flight, or invite him rather. But let's talk real quick while I'm talking to him about how we change our nationality. So we go to upgrades. You see that there is change nation. So I can go ahead and click here and I can change to German or Japanese or UK, or I can go back to French if I so choose. But of course we are still on the Americans, so I'm just going to leave it the way it is. But that's how you change the nationality, and it makes a lot of the European aircraft very easy to cross-train. So to this 4-battle series of win or lose is going to be the European nationality, just because I feel like if you were to go and get a premium aircraft, this will probably be the best bang for your buck because you can train any nationality with it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm going to hop into a battle with Aviation, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.
I'm marching till it's over.